unveils Doomsday weapon as Putin welcomes unrivaled super sub to Moscow's arsenal. Russia unveiled an unrivaled submarine capable of carrying a devastating new nuclear weapon earlier this week. The Belgorod submarine will be able to carry the groundbreaking Poseidon strategic weapon which Russian President Vladimir Putin announced last month. During his address to the country's Federal Assembly, Putin described the development of an underwater drone which, as he put it, nothing in the world could withstand. Commenting on the new submarine, Carl Bildt, co-chair of the European Council on Foreign Relations, regarded it as a very special ship. The Poseidon drone can reportedly cause deadly tsunamis and can carry both nuclear and conventional missiles. Speaking on the missile during his speech earlier this year, Putin said, "It is really fantastic. They are quiet, highly maneuverable and have hardly any vulnerabilities for the enemy to exploit. There is simply nothing in the world capable of withstanding them." The weapon is expected to be incorporated by the end of 2020 as Russia looks to increase its military arsenal. According to Russia's news agency, TASS, the drone will have an unlimited range and will be able to operate 1 kilometer underwater. There have also been reports that the warhead is capable of exploding with the force of 200 megatons of TNT. If true, that would make it 4 times as powerful as the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created. Speaking earlier this year on the potential damage of the drone, Dr. Mark Schneider, senior analyst at the National Institute for Public Policy, claimed the weapon's strength could be devastating. He said, if used against major U.S. ports, it could kill millions in each attack. I have called it insane because there is no way to limit damage from its use and no way to safely test it.
Alright, shalom, this is Chanaksa Anbar Yashar Allah from the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Ka Halayim, La Yahawah, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the argument that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, they're from, you heard from the video, the news clip, that, they got an underwater vessel that can carry regular warheads and nuclear warheads. It's basically indestructible. It can cause tsunamis. And it can't be stopped by nothing in this world. That's what Vladimir Putin said. But this is the Most High doing, creating all this chaos between the nations, right? And you got Esau rising up against itself. You know, it says, if a house divided cannot stand. All right, roughly paraphrasing. So you got the pride of Esau in America going up against the pride of Esau in Russia. And that's who ultimately, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel, the Most High is going to use, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to use the children of Israel to take this devil down. But, you know, but he's going to have them pretty much destroying themselves, and then when the angels show up, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna start kicking some ass, and then, you know, there comes our salvation, you know. But all these things must come to pass. We must go through these tough times in order for us to get to the kingdom, man. All right. So once we see all these things stirring up, and they said it's gonna be done by the end of 2020, you know. So that doomsday clock is getting closer and closer to 12. All right. All right. As a matter of fact, all right. But the Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. He gave the spirit of power, man. All right. In the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So once that doomsday clock strikes 12, you know, there's no need for us to be afraid, because once the missile set off, we know that if we're a part of that number, that we're going to get salvation. It's the Psalms 91, verse 5. It says, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. All right, and those arrows that fly by day are the nuclear missiles, man. Okay. It's Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire." All right. And that started with the making of the nuclear weapons, man, because ultimately that's what's going to be the destruction of America, is thermonuclear fire from the ICBM missiles, man. All right, and they said this submarine can can operate a kilometer deep in the water, man, and not be detected. All right, this is a serious thing, and America ain't got nothing that can go up against that. And Putin, the pride of Putin said there's nothing in this world that can go up against that. Well, there's something outside this world that's going to show up. That's going to destroy all that stuff that the man Esau's putting together. All right, it says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy it." And that waster is the missiles that's going to destroy this place, man. All right, but the children of Israel, the elect and the 1/3, which generally the 1/3 are part of the elect, are going to be saved from it. It says, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn." And we're doing that condemning right now in the spirit of truth, the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, lifting up that banner, that standard, all right, which that standard is the standard of truth, Yahushua, the Holy Spirit. All right. It says, "This is the heritage of the servants of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushua." All right. Let me get Isaiah chapter 13. I'm going to make this one real quick. All right. Just on a brief little lunch break at work. All right. It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. It said, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle." All right. So the Lord of armies mustereth the armies of the battle. He's putting all this together to be the grand finale of the arrival of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and for the deliverance of the children of Israel, man. It says, "They come from a far country, from the ends of the heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land." All right. "Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as an destruction from the Almighty." All right. So the Most High is the one bringing all this destruction, man. All right, let me skip down to verse 17. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." And those Medes that he's talking about is Russia, man. It says, "Their bowls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, which is America, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Alright? And that's just it, man. Okay? Alright, I'm going to close it out with Malachi. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, that day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." All right. So America's going to be totally destroyed and never inhabited again. Israel's going to be destroyed, and then the slaves. When we put these other nations in bondage, especially Esau, they're going to rebuild it. All right. And then after 1,000 years, Esau's going to be utterly destroyed. All right. All right. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall." All right, so that Son of Righteousness is going to be Yahweh Shai, man, coming with the holy angels. All right, and to deliver the children of Israel, man. Alright, with that being said, like say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amath, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.